Good morning, everybody. I hope all of you are well and following our online classes. In my previous class, I was discussing about a question from Unit 2, and the question was, what are the general principles of adapting a textbook? Okay, this was in my previous class, and today I will discuss about another topic from the same unit of content proficiency, and the question is, what is the difference between or a comparative study between intensive reading and extensive reading? When we discuss about our previous class, right, first unit, I will told you that there are four skills. Listening, reading, listening, speaking, and the fourth one is writing. Okay, these are the four skills: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. But today our discussion is about reading. Okay, it can be divided into two categories. The reading skill, it can be divided into two categories. The first one is intensive reading. Intensive reading. Okay, first I told you about intensive reading. What is intensive reading? The word intensive means we discussed or detailed study of something. Actually, in the teaching learning process, what we read in detail, our textbook, our textbooks, some important notes. We study these things attentively and discuss on this topic later on, or give exams on this topic in our examination. So in textbook such as poetry, novel, or any other literary topic, they are including in textbooks. We intensely studies all these types of reading. This is a detailed analysis of the text. Okay, and it is within the one limit is within 500 words. We discuss this text within the limit is 500 words, and in this we have to discuss in detail about the grammatical functions, the vocabulary, and the structures. Okay, this is for detailed analysis. So this is called intensive reading. Okay, now I will go to the next point, and the next point is extensive reading. Extensive reading. The word extensive suggests what we explain in detail. There is a detailed analysis of the text or other things. It is a detailed analysis. Okay, we give a general view of the topic. Suppose we used to read newspaper, but we doesn't read it attentively or intensely. We read it extensively for a general view. We read the headlines and thereafter we discuss. We go through the main points, and then we will explain the things in our own way. Okay. Suppose newspaper, there are reports, there is children's literature. Okay. I told you that novels are in intensive reading, but it is not in intensive reading, it is in extensive reading. A broad analysis of the text, and there is no such word limits. In it, there is no such word limits. So, examples are newspaper, or stories, etc. So, today I will discuss about a new topic, and the topic is what is the difference between intensive reading and extensive reading. A comparative study between intensive reading and extensive reading. Okay, thank you. Now to get the differences in comparative study, I show you what is the definitions of intensive reading and extensive reading. Now I will show you a comparative study, or what are the differences between intensive reading and extensive reading. The first point is a detailed attention on the text. In intensive reading, we gather a detailed attention on the textual material, and in extensive reading, this is on a broad analysis of the text. Here we see the broad analysis on text. And the second point, a study on grammatical form or vocabulary. When we discuss a thing in detail, then there will be grammatical form, structure and vocabulary will be explained in detail. Okay. And in the second point, in extensive reading, it is a sum up, okay, or a generalized view of the text or different type of things on reading. Okay, this is sum up. And in the third point is we use intensive reading for exam purpose, so it is course related. Okay, and in the third point, extensive reading is for pleasure or for gathering information. It's for pleasure or for gathering information. Okay, and in the fourth point, the word limit of intensive reading is within 5 words. The word limit is within 5 words, and there is no such word limits in extensive reading. And the examples are the poetry, important text, notes, etc., prose in extensive reading. On the other hand, intensive reading, and in extensive reading there is newspaper, stories, novels, etc. in extensive reading. These are the examples of extensive reading. So you get a clear view of these questions. What is intensive reading and what is extensive reading, and what are the differences between, or a comparative study between them. Thank you.